Mrs. Allen, ICANN 60 is your last ICANN as chair of the ICANN board. Yes, everything comes to an end. We'll never forget your chairmanship at ICANN, now your chairmanship at SSAC. You brought me in SSAC in 2001 and it turned to be a great opportunity. Thank you very much.
One of Steve's great achievements as chair of SSAC was establishing the SSAC series of documents, of which there are now just less than 100 of those documents available. What many may not be aware is that the members of the technical community are just as passionate about topics such as new GTLDs as other parts of the ICANN community. And Steve has the ability to lead a passionate group of people towards reaching a consensus around a topic, which is then converted into an SSAC document. And he also has the ability to communicate the contents of that document to non-technical members of the ICANN board and also the broader community. I'd like to thank Steve for his tremendous contribution over many years at ICANN, his ability to lead groups to consensus, and his ability to communicate the outcomes of that consensus to the broader community. Thank you, Steve.
Hi, Steve, you old bureaucrat. And that's a compliment. I'm speaking to you from my broadcasting van on assignment in the French Ardennes. It's always fun to work with you and to be around you. And that is because you have been around the block a few times, which means you know how to cause a bureaucracy or an organization to produce good outcomes. And above all, you have a sense of humor. Men like you who combine sound technical background with savoir-faire and governance are few and far between. I hope that you will find useful things to do after ICANN. May our paths cross frequently.
Dear Steve, I feel very lucky to have been able to work with you. During that time I always admired how you kept the ICANN frogs in the various wheelbarrows. That makes me wonder whether you will now start to herding cats. Anyway, thanks for all the good work, and see you later.
Steve, 30 seconds is just not enough time to pay homage to the man who's had the most influence on my career. My first most significant job was coming to work for you at Trusted Information Systems. I still remember with sadness and a hearty laugh the lunch and roast we hosted for you when you left TIS. It was there that Beth told us the Steve, what a bastard story. That story is a reminder that as vast as we might think the world or the universe is, we are all just a click apart. Achieving success is not just about what you know, it's about your relationship with those around you. Much of my success can be traced back to having met you, to the honor and privilege of having worked with you, and to have been mentored by you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wish you all the best, perhaps the best part of your life, as you enter into retirement.
Steve, thank you very much for what you did as the first chair of SSAC for the first 10 years of SSAC's existence. Thank you also for continuing to be an active participant after I took over, after you being the chair. It made my life easier, much easier. I also thank you for what you've done for ICANN, but mainly for what you have done for Internet as a whole. Your voice of reason has been very, very important, and without your voice, the Internet would not look like it does today. So thank you very much.
Steve, you've had substantial impact on the SSAC all the way from the very start to where you are now. And along the way, I've had the absolute pleasure of watching you be a leader, be a mentor for me, and best of all, become my close personal friend. It's just been a wonderful ride. It's great to see that you're moving on to bigger and better things. All the best.
Hey Steve, I wanted to say thanks for allowing me to participate on the Security and Stability Committee. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed working with everybody there. And to say thanks for the incredible amount of time and energy you've donated to this cause. You've had an incredible career, and I just wanted to say thanks from all of the people that may not know you. I think that you've really influenced and touched a lot of people's lives and made the internet and the world a better place. And I wanted to say thanks.
Steve, thank you so much on behalf of the SSAC for your work and dedication helping setting up the most important institution inside ICANN. On a personal level, I'd like to thank you for encouraging me to be a member of SSAC and bringing the NGO, civil society, and research perspective into SSAC. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best in the years to come.
Steve, on behalf of the operational security community, thank you for a job well done in helping make the internet a safe and secure place. And for me personally, thank you so much for giving me a forum when I was coming to ICANN meetings to talk about phishing. You brought me into SSAC. I've had the pleasure of working with you over the years. And thank you very much for the story of RFC1. Thanks, and good luck to you and Beth in the future.
Steve, it's been wonderful working with you over the years, especially our time on the National Academy Study Committee for the Trust in Cyberspace. You're one of the true visionaries of the Internet. I only regret that I haven't had more opportunities to work with you, including, of course, during your time at ICANN.
Hi, Steve. I'm having a bittersweet feeling this moment. Remember the great time we had together. So how much I have learned from you and how much I respect your balanced leadership. I have enjoyed a lot your sense of humor and the great and smart answers, even face a hard time. You are a special human being. You have honored me with your friendship. I'm so grateful for it. Hope to see you around. So, wish you the best. Lots and lots of love.
Thank you, Steve, for recruiting me out of graduate school to support the SSAC. I really enjoyed and missed those once a month meetings in your office. And what I learned from those is, never settle for the status quo. And I also really admire your humbleness, where you said success have many mothers. How you do the work for the internet in a humble and approachable manner. Thank you, Steve, for what you have taught me.
I've known Steve Crocker for approximately 30 years. Curiously enough, my first experience with Steve was working for a conference on the emergence of the internet. 5 years later, it's an unknown fact that Steve actually worked for me under contract while I was at Bell Communications Research. 10 years after that, Steve gave me the opportunity to come to ICANN, and I've enjoyed all of my time with him. He's always been a model leader, a scientist, trustworthy colleague and friend.